Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine, because I know it's mostly you up in here, booski. What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel. Amitrippinornawtarotbooking Not Tarot. My name is Cockfrost, but you could call me the Ghetto Nun. So Divine Masculine, yes, I'm here to do the what the fuck is up with you reading for the next 7 days. I do cuss in my readings and give no fucks about it. So if you do, please get the fuck on. I do start all of my cards up right in my deck. I don't believe in starting out with reversals because that's some bullshit. Also, I did pre-shuffle, but I did not lay any cards down just yet. We're going to do it together. Please keep in mind this may or may not resonate with every single Divine Masculine. Get no fit nuts. Info for private readings will be below the video. Please take the time to check out our community board. It's like the farmer's market for all the nuns and high priests, where they have their businesses, purposes, gifts, etc., posted. If you'd like to submit your business for the bulletin board, please check the info in the description box below the video. If you find that the convent is not for you, please look for the nearest exit mark. Get the fuck on. Watch your head on the way. I'll hit the alley. You'll be back in Tarot Land. Thank you to everyone for all the bookings, donations, likes, subscribes, comments, shares, purchases to my website, and pledges to my Patreon. I love you, Tarot. Divine Masculine, what's up, my G? I see some of y'all out here trying to make some money, Divine Masculine, or trying to fix some money situation. That sound about right for Divine Masculines and Divine Feminines, but I see you really trying to heal some financial situation, or it's a relationship. But if it's a well, I'll just say it this way: whatever relationship this is, you were once very, very close with this person, or yeah, you could still be close to this person, but maybe not as close as you were. And it's like, I want us to get back together like that. You know what I mean? Close like we used to be. Or somebody feels this way about you. Somebody really dicked you, though, whoever that is. Like in the relationship, like one of y'all really dicked each other. So, you know, in order for y'all to not be as close as you were, somebody did something to the other person. I don't know if it was you. I don't know if it was them. But somebody still misses the other one and wants it to get back to the way that it was. Somebody could have slept with somebody's like spouse, or pushed up on somebody's spouse, or something about some money. It's either women or money, or we'll just say relationships as far as romantic ones, or money that get in the way of everything. That's what I feel like. Not saying you shouldn't have them, but I'm just saying that's usually like the root cause. You know what I mean? Like it's always like a bitch and some money. Always, G. So maybe you and somebody fell out. You know what I mean? Over. It could be a brother. It could be a best friend. I don't know. Shit. Something like that. Somebody want to reconcile or fix something with you, or you do. Something about you having a really strong spirit. Yeah, like you're unforgettable. Your name could be Nat or Nathaniel. Yeah, I've been picking up on a Nate for a while, but yeah. Something about you being like unforgettable. Like your spirit is strong. Like once people meet you or work with you or kick it or date you or whatever, you know, like you're pretty hard to forget. Nobody ever is able to find the same type of relationship they had with you and anybody else. So maybe this is why somebody wants to fix something. Like, damn, you know what I mean? He was, you know what I mean? Like the shit, you know? Oh, somebody missing you, Booski. Or you missing somebody, but I feel like, yeah. Somebody missing somebody. I don't know who it is. Somebody is spying on the other person. Whoever's missing, whatever the situation is, because I don't know. Because the person who could be missed, well, no, I feel like it's the person missing somebody that's spying on somebody. I don't feel like the person the other person could be missing you too, but they're just not making a move. Maybe someone misses someone more than the other person. Though whoever misses someone more, or just misses someone, period, that's the person spying on somebody. So if you like, you know what I mean, I miss them, but not like that, says you, then somebody's spying on you. Or this is you that's like, man, I miss them like crazy and shit. Then this you spying on them. Something like that. Some of y'all play the guitar, Divine Masculine, or are musicians, artists. Some of y'all are love animals, or you work with animals, or are veterinarian or something with animals and shit. Some of y'all are property managers or security guards. Well, I don't know what they talking about. Now they're just talking. Let's move on. Give me some messages here for Divine Masculine, how he'll be feeling about himself and the energy he's going to be in the next 7 days. All right. Somebody's name could be Chris. Divine intervention came out. And then you got cleaning up things. I said cleaning up your money, cleaning up, maybe it's just your act, period. You kind of have the same energy Divine Feminine had, because she had that walrus where I was like, dang, God just put up a wall. You know what I mean? To keep distance between her and whatever else she needed to be kept distant from. Yours, you have divine intervention. You know what I mean? So you don't get the wall. You get somebody that just come and just like interrupt shit that ain't supposed to be there and clean it smooth out. Saying yours is like a peroxide. Like a spiritual peroxide or a spiritual alcohol. Get all the bacteria and all that shit out. That's how your spiritual help comes through. It just like disinfects shit. Yeah, but this is spiritual, divine intervention. So yeah, divine masculine, you may something may burn or sting. You know what I mean? But it's for your own good, is what they're telling me. It's to disinfect something. If you catch my drift, how I'm going with this, right? Or where I'm going with this. Somebody or something in your life is like an infection. Okay, your spiritual team shows up like a peroxide or an alcohol and douses shit to get rid of it, or like an antibiotic or something like that to clean some shit out. Okay, you may need to do a spiritual cleansing, is what this is, but this will be more so in your home. So, and I know y'all probably don't know a thing about that shit, but you need to Google. I hate to say that, because it's gonna be generic as fuck, but it's your intentions that empower shit anyway. So you could actually go on Google and look up spiritual cleansing or whatever the fuck, and it'll actually work for you, you know, because your intentions are what like activates the shit anyway. So it really don't matter what you use, but it's telling me some of y'all need to spiritually cleanse your home. So you could have had a lot of people, a lot of women over, or just wherever you live. Like, man, it's been cracking, you know, just over the years, people just, you know, but now that you spiritual, it's like, you recognize the energy and the energy recognizes you, if that makes any sense. Like before you were spiritual, maybe you didn't feel a heaviness in your home, you know what I mean, or around you or some shit, or just like on your person. But now that you're spiritual or awakened more or ascended more, it's like, damn, I can feel all the heaviness or the I don't know what it feel like, because divine feminine, we keep our house spiritually cleansed, but I don't know. It's just a feeling when you know you need to cleanse it. I can't explain it to you. You could be feeling that feeling I can't explain. Okay? In the next 7 days. Yeah, you need a spiritual cleansing. This is the school. Divine University. Somebody's being cleansed as far as a counterpart here. I don't know if it's to be with somebody. Maybe that's what it is, because I felt somebody wanting to fix something with somebody. So somebody could be cleaning up their act here. But divine intervention is what's like making this happen. Yeah. Give me another one here. So 2 came out. You got the Fool, and that came out South Node. And then you got Holding in Your Emotions, which came out North Node. Yeah, they stopping some fool. Somebody wants you to get in your emotional, your emo bag, or you want somebody to do this, but I don't think this you divine masculine. What the fuck you need to do that for? You know? People already want to be around you and already emotional about you. You don't have to make people do shit, okay? This is divine intervention, stopping some fool. So this could either be divine intervention, stopping some fool from you getting it, which it probably is this. Stopping you from getting in your emo bag, like, you know, just, I don't know what they want you to do. Get emotional, mad, angry, sad, crying. I don't know what they want you to do. But something's being stopped from you doing that. But I feel like it happens to this fool, though. Whatever somebody, it's the classic shit. Whatever somebody wants to happen to you, it literally happens to them. But it's because divine intervention steps in. So this is your spiritual team. This is God, this is a prophet, this is angels, this is your ancestors. I don't know who it is, but it's somebody from the upper room, okay, that intervenes, that's free to go between worlds or ascend and descend, right? Angels ascending and descending, so they're free to go up and down. So this is them coming down, South Node energy. I don't know, they could be coming to console you or tell you that they love you as well. This could be your loved ones, divine masculine, okay? Like around you, you know? But I also feel like they're intervening, because that's my like spiritual intervention card right there. So they damn sure getting in some fool's way. And this will be expressing your emotions, but this will be North Node. Like this will be a good thing, but maybe you're free to express them. I feel like you're free to express your emotions, but you're okay. Yeah, so somebody wants to get you out of pocket. And I feel like the whole theme lately has been to respond and not react and shit. So this is you still responding but not reacting. So this is you expressing yourself in a good way, in a healthy way, even though the emotions may not be that way. Like this would be foolish to, I don't know, slap your boss up. You know what I mean? This be foolish to put hands on your boss when you can casually just step outside and take a break, drink some water and shit. You know, it's like, and just tell them I need a break real quick. You still get the same type of relief is what they're telling me. I guess not really, but kinda. You know, you're like a high vibing person. So basically the way you handle this shit is way better, you know, than you used to. Somebody wants you to get out of pocket, my G, and handle that shit like you used to handle that shit. But I feel like because you've been working so hard on yourself to, like, you know, stay focused and be a different person, that's why you get this spiritual backing that's like, yeah, you got Godspeed at the bottom. Yeah, they come through quick for your ass. They come through quick for your ass. Damn. Yeah, Chingy. Something about your money. Every time I hear his name, I think about change. Like quarters, nickels, and dimes and shit. So I don't know what that got to do with anything. Maybe you missing some. Maybe your kids all up in your shit. But it's for popsicles and ice cream and all that. Not that they should be taking it, but that's where all your change is going. Like the liquor store, you know, for if you got little kids, that's where that shit is going. Side note. Something about your divine power or the power of the divine. You and someone else could telepathically communicate divine masculine. Like your relationship between you and someone else is that powerful. Maybe somebody was getting in the way. Whoever got in the way between you and the divine feminine, something is about to happen to this person. They're not going to get their way, whatever their way was. I don't know if they wanted you. I don't know if they just didn't want you with somebody. I don't know if they just wanted you to stick around. Like it could have been a family member. I don't know what this is. But somebody's not going to get their way. It was foolish of them to do that. Between you and somebody who are able to telepathically communicate, or you and somebody have like some powerful like divine pull between each other or some shit like that. Whatever it is, other people knew about it and they could feel it too. Somebody decided to get in the middle of this shit and like maybe they wanted to, I don't know. Maybe they told you they loved you instead, or they were your divine counterpart. Somebody did something, okay? Somebody did something and the shit gets stopped. Same shit with divine feminine in the next 7 days. Like immediately, G. Immediately. So, put some on this divine intervention here. Something about a license plate. Somebody has their daughter's name as their license plate. How cute. I think that's your car. Or it could be hers or the mama's. Somebody's license plate is their daughter's name. Put something on the, or a plaque or something like that. It could be the trim around the license plate, something about a daughter, I don't know, something like that. Put some on this divine intervention here. You could be an athlete, divine masculine. If you are, you have pain somewhere. It's somewhere that starts with the T. I don't know. Okay? Maybe your toe. Okay? T pain. But it's something that starts with a T that's in pain if you're an athlete. Or your kid, that tongue hurt. Or something like that. I don't know. Something hurt with a T. Tummy. Your tummy could hurt. It feels like it's some type of, tendon. Yeah, I was about to say it feels like a muscle or something like that. Side note, put some on the divine intervention. G is for the go. Alright, now come through. But that's divine intervention though. So your spiritual team is like one of the greatest, G. For real, that's what it says. Or you have a great on your spiritual team. So somebody that's appointed to you, whether it's an ancestor, angel, whoever God has watching over you, was like high ranking. Could have been well known in the flesh and they're well known in the spirit. Or they were high ranking in the flesh and high ranking in the spirit. Or just high ranking in the spirit. I don't know. Or you're the GOAT. You know what I mean? As far as whatever it is you're doing a great job at it. And this could be why your spiritual team is showing up the way that they are. I told Divine Feminine the same thing. If we weren't in alignment, I don't feel like God would be riding for us like that. You know what I mean? Like, y'all ain't doing what y'all supposed to be doing. Why would I get up off of my throne, right, to help you? No, you one of the greatest to do it. So I feel like I said earlier, y'all been doing a lot of work on yourself. You're doing a great job. You know what I mean? You're one of the greatest of all time to do whatever it is you've done. Maybe to overcome something. Maybe Father of the Year. Maybe it has something to do with your business. Maybe it's just all the obstacles. I don't know what the fuck it is. Okay? But it says you're great at it, or you're great, you become a better or greater person for doing it. And somebody's trying to interrupt this shit. Something's about to happen to somebody. I heard the great fall. Yeah, divine feminines, they were talking about a collapse. But the way that this swing is, the way this little girl is swinging, this is like the full south node. So this is not a good way to be swinging. You know what I mean? Like this is somebody's gonna fall or get hurt or something like that. Yeah, the great collapse, or somebody's gonna have an emotional outburst or some shit like that. I feel like somebody dug a ditch for you, but they end up falling in like some pit. You know what I mean? They could end up falling in a pit on the way to go dig the ditch for you. You feel me? Like they just whistling, right? Got a shovel and all this other shit, about to go dig your ditch and fall right into a pit with their shovel and everything. You know? That all they could do is dig themselves deeper into the pit that they fell in before they went to go dig a ditch for you. It's some shit like that going on. Oh, come through, Booski. Yeah, damn, you had this too, girl. Something that's in plain black and white is what this is. So it's been made very clear. Or so something can be made very clear. So somebody about to get taught a lesson out here, divine masculine. Okay? Whoever this lesson is going to be taught to, it was because they interfered with something. Whenever they like fall into this pit, because that's what they're saying, they're going to get the message loud and clear in black and white. Stop fucking with us. Stop fucking with us. Yeah, but it's a message from God though. Because you didn't make them fall in that pit. They were going to go dig the ditch for you. Didn't nobody push them. None of that shit. This is just them so focused on you and not focused on what they were supposed to do. They fall into a pit. That's what happens. And then when they fall in, they're like, oh, Cali, no doubt, baby. Flight 504, Kennedy. Yeah, that type of shit. Okay? Oh, wait. Yeah, divine intervention. So this may not be on your behalf as far as this divine intervention is affecting you. It could be affecting somebody else. Like they just so happened to fall into the pit. You know what I mean? Maybe if they were paying attention, they could have just walked around it and they would have been able to dig a ditch for you. But this wasn't that day. You feel me? Something like that. Damn. It's going around, Booski. Shit. You know? Give me one for this South Node food. Chained to their feelings. Holding on to a chain. I don't know. Something about some jewelry. A car, some jewelry, I don't know. Somebody, whoever out here is like being greedy or doesn't want to release something or split something, whatever the right thing is to do. I don't know what the right thing is to do, but the right thing is a feeling. You know what I mean? So it could be to hold on to it. It could be to give it back. I don't fucking know. But somebody out here is refusing to do the right thing and like interfering and like, they said not letting nature take its course. Yeah, somebody's interfering like with shit like that. It's not just like no regular schmegular ass shit. They're interfering with like nature or like a prophecy or God's will. It's something like that, G. Okay? That's why something gotta be stopped. Divine intervention. Like, he's supposed to be one of the greatest of all time to do something. Who the fuck is this for? You know, who the fuck is this for? Yeah, they gotta go. Or something has to be stopped. It's like a kink. Like you remember back in the day, right, when you had the house phones that had the cord, and if you like stretched it far enough, they would kind of knot up and like twist all up and shit, and you gotta undo it because eventually it will put that static in the phone. That's what this feels like. God, like, dude, let's just get a new cord. Get rid of that shit. Yeah, it's got like a, I don't know, a faulty wire, something. Something like that, if that make any sense to somebody. Put some on this full South Node. Damn. The lion. Yeah. I had a feeling this was gonna come out. Something about your glow or your glutes. I don't know. Ain't that your butt? I don't know, but you must be like exercising or something, because they call them glutes. You know, so it ain't ass. You know, it's something about your. You could be very fit, divine masculine, or you could be working out a lot or something like that. you know, or just wanna, you're very masculine is what this is. So I don't know why the fool, somebody on here is a dumb jock is what I heard. Yeah, because I'm like, then why is the fool reversed? But we see dumb strong people all the time. You know, that would be considered a dumb jock is what that is. I'm not saying you are, but somebody is. Okay, I don't know what that has to do with anything. Okay, maybe he just been hitting the head a lot. Maybe somebody has some like brain issues or something. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but something about somebody's tendons, glutes, and all this other shit. Okay, anyway, something about losers. The fool, South Node with the L is losers, but this is saying you're the lion. So something about a group or something you need to separate from. But I feel like it's because they trying to sabotage something of yours, or they just don't represent right. They don't rep right. You know what I mean? Like they stand behind you and they look like stray cats, you know, and this is you. Like, yeah, get rid of your whole team. You look better by yourself is what people would say. I'd rather see the lion stand by yourself than have like 50 stray cats standing behind them. Like, who the fuck are they? You know what I mean? It like brings down the value of something, or the lineage. L is for lineage. It's something about somebody you're around. Okay? Somebody, there's a fool that wants to take control of something, but I mean like literally a fool, like an idiot. Okay, that's like the fool reverse. This is like, but worse. It's South Node. They'll lead you straight to, into that pit. Be aware, divine masculine. It's like somebody want to be your manager or some shit like that, but they're horrible. You know? Like nobody has ever gone far with this manager, using this as an example, or I don't know, somebody to just take care of your finances. It's like everybody get motherfucked when they deal with this person. It's something like that. Be aware. Make sure you like reading reviews or checking people's credentials and shit like that, especially if this is like business. But I feel like this divine intervention stops this shit, but still it don't hurt for you to do your work too, you know? That could be why divine intervention steps in, because you do some homework. It's like, let me check on this motherfucker and just see if this is a good move to make. And your spiritual team just showing you all types of shit because you went looking. Yeah. Okay? Be aware of them shady ass feelings you get about people, man. It ain't just no kawinka dinky. I told divine feminine the same thing. Don't disregard it and don't brush it off. You definitely around, like, this could be being around like a powerful fool, and that's dangerous. This a fool with power. Okay? Hell no. That's real dangerous. This could be whoever this is trying to challenge you. Because somebody does, but they want you to like submit, or they want you to like bitch out, or be like, oh, you got it, man. Like this type of shit. And you ain't never gonna do that, because you know whoever this is a fool. Just happen to be a fool in power and shit. Somebody wants you to like, I don't know, like get in like you're like an emotional state or something like that. I don't know why they want you. Well, I do know why. It's because you're coming out as the GOAT, but it's like they don't want to challenge you. They want to make you like get in feminine energy, or it's like getting you involved. Even if it's not feminine energy like that, like, you know how you may be thinking, it could be something like gossip or rumors and shit like that. Like that's feminine energy and shit. You know, arguing back and forth or competing. Like, well, it depends on what type of competition. But the way they're making me feel, this is the way women would compete. You know what I mean? Somebody wants you to get in that energy with them, but it's because they can't meet you on this masculine shit. Be aware in the next 7 days. Be aware. Okay? Oh, wow. Who is this? Yeah, they're a little slow. I was about to say, who is this? Yeah, they gotta be. They gotta be. Some of y'all may be tempted to like go at it with this person. Like if somebody challenges you, some of y'all may be tempted to go at it with this person, but you'll be stopped, divine masculine. God's gonna tell you it's not worth your crown, for real. Because you got divine intervention here with the GOAT. He like, excuse me, that is a peasant outside. Now they can talk all that shit from the grass, but they ain't walked up in here and moved nothing. This like a fool yelling from like the public sidewalk and shit. They ain't walked up on your grass or up in your house. This like you want to go outside and handle some shit. And I know the fuck you do, because it's like they close enough shit. But God is not going to let you. I mean, you got free will, but you know, you're going to get that nudge or that urge to like chill out. Okay? I don't know what this is about. Somebody is trying to like, it doesn't even feel like bully you, but it's like test you to see if you'll do what you said you wouldn't do. Yeah, if you'll stoop down, not even to their level, but to whatever level you used to be on. You know what I mean? Somebody wants you to wring their fucking neck and shit. You know what I mean? And then they press charges and all this. It's like this. I don't know. But you do respond. You just don't react. I don't know how you do it. We'll figure it out. Somebody just wants to get under your skin, G, in the next 7 days. Okay? They do. Yeah, you have God's love, GL. You have God's love. Yeah, whenever the lion comes out, that's always the 12 tribes right there. So that's what this, no wonder he's standing up for you like that. And it says it's some fools in the tribe. So, I mean, ain't all of them smart. So this could be somebody in your own camp trying to challenge you and shit. Yeah, this could be some Mufasa Scar type shit. You know, I don't know if it's your brother or somebody, but it feels like a masculine energy. Or somebody who called your brother or some shit like that want to challenge you, Mufasa. Okay? You getting too much love out here, too much praise, too much shine. Too many compliments. You're making money. You're looking good. Your body's looking good. Your glutes, you know what I mean? All nice and shit. I don't know, bro. Okay? Be aware somebody gonna challenge you in the next 7 days. And you're gonna take them up on the challenge, but in a different way. Or you're being asked to. Where you don't have to exert any energy, money, time, any type of, and I mean any energy at all. Like you're not angry, you don't feel any type of way about it. You're not excited or anything. You just respond and keep moving. You are going to respond as a great should, as a king should. You know what I mean? As the king of the jungle should. You're going to have to roar or something. You know what I mean? You can't just, you know what I mean? Let hyenas talk shit. But you ain't about to go down there and go back and forth with no hyenas. If you saw the Lion King. This like Mufasa going down there to argue with him. No, all I got to do is stand on this ridge, roar, scare a couple motherfuckers, and they'll skedaddle. Yeah, it was his own brother, G. It was his own fucking brother. It's always somebody close, divine masculine. Be aware. That's who was challenging him at the end. I mean, you know what I mean? When they were grown and all this other shit. Oh, wait. Something about the Lion King. Your kids could just be watching it. They get all emotional at the end or whenever he dies or some shit like that when Mufasa dies. Yeah. Oh, I know what they talking about, but yeah, something like that. Yeah, I heard farewell, brother, but it's real like sinister. It's what like the way they just said it, like farewell, brother. Yeah, I don't know. They showing me. I don't know. Was Mufasa hanging onto a ridge? They're showing me Mufasa hanging onto a ridge, and he asking for the brother to pull him up, and the brother stick his little paw. These are lions. This is a cartoon. What they showing me. I don't know if this really happened because I don't remember this part, but it could have. But they showing me Scar like put his paw out, and then Mufasa hand out to like reach it, and then Scar goes farewell, brother, and then like smack Mufasa in the face with his paw, or smack his paw off the ridge, the other one, and he falls off, or some shit like that. I don't know. What is this? What kind of Lion King is this, G? Unless y'all watching the Discovery Channel or something, but that's real intense, you know, for real. Like they got drama in the jungle and shit. I don't know, something like that. Divine masculine, be aware. I don't know what they talking about. This person could have a scar, whoever this person is that like want to smack you off the ridge or some shit like that, but they come with like a helping paw. You know what I mean? It could be somebody's paw, daddy, I don't know. But it's like they stick their hand out. But then they say, farewell, brother. I don't know if they're saying it like that, but that's what they're saying. I don't know. Maybe this the Lion King too. Maybe they had a second one, because I don't remember that. But I do know Mufasa went. I just don't remember how. So maybe he did. Shit. Come on. I don't know what they talking about. Shit. Maybe you just got a lot of kids and they keep watching it over and over and over again. Maybe you one of them parents. You know, it's like the kids love it. They keep replaying it and shit, and you just happen to find yourself watching it too. It could be something like that, and that's just the energy I'm picking up on, because I have no clue. Put some on this emotion. This is like keeping your emotions down, but this would be for a healthy reason, because really this ain't expressing them, because she's taking the water in. So you would know basically it's in your best interest not to say something, not to react in a certain way, or, you know, and all this other shit. Not to react at all. You know what I mean? You know. So this is you being able to control your emotions and shit. But it's in a it's in a positive way. So this is like you controlling your emotions, but not by slapping your boss. Like, man, I had to get that shit out, right? Slapping your boss. No. This would be like, man, I had to just go outside, breathe, meditate, yeah, and get that shit out. Yes. You know? It's still controlling yourself. Yeah. I'm telling you, somebody wants you to get out of character in the next 7 days. They do. Oh, wow, bro. Put some on these emotions here. What is this? He got to stuff down. This that yaki. Shit, it could be some brown liquor. At first, I didn't think it was, but shit, you may need a shot, a drink or something. But it's coming out North Nose, so it ain't like you an alcoholic or you just down it. Well, you may down it. I don't know what's going on, bro. Okay, but this is fake. Whenever the yak comes out, this is like my synthetic hair card. So it's something that's like plastic. It's man-made. It's not real. So maybe that's why. Somebody out here takes some cognac. Okay, this could be Hennessy or something. I don't know what y'all drinking. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's number one. Number two, I feel like it's something, if it's not like liquor or something like that, like you just taking a shot for whatever reason, you know what I mean, calm your nerves and some shit like that, then this will be something where, you know, like whatever it is that's trying to get under your skin is like temporary or it's fake. So this would be like your baby mama or your ex or some shit trying to throw somebody up in your face that you know she gonna be broke up with in a month anyway. Like, man, I ain't worried about that fake ass relationship and shit, you know? And it's like you just don't let it bother you. It could be some shit like that too, using that as an example. Like somebody wants to get under your skin. Somebody wants you to get gully, whatever, you know? Ain't that some New York shit? I don't know. That's what I heard, get gully. So I don't know. I feel like y'all skin is real glowy. Side note, I don't know what you've been doing. It's something about exercise or the sun or I don't know what you've been doing. Maybe just you very hydrated or I don't know. Maybe you flushing something out of your system. This could be detoxing, but like processed food, sugars, and all this other shit. Like you take supplements for some of you guys, or I don't know what you do. You looking good out here though, Booski. You really are, or somebody is. I feel like you and somebody are because the sixes out here, the lovers. Yeah. The grass ain't greener on the other side. It damn sure ain't. Look at the grass there. Look at the grass here. The grass only green where the goat is. Makes sense to me. Told you somebody's name could be Chris. Oh, I know what you want, but you're not gonna get it. I told you somebody trying to get under your skin. Yeah. You do what you want with somebody else, and I'm gonna baby. Yeah, somebody wants to. It could be a relationship, like an ex or something. I don't know. Somebody could want to make you mad with somebody else, but it's fake. Whatever this is, this shit ain't even real. Somebody's like with a loser or an idiot or some shit like that. Like it was good with you or whatever this is or some shit. Somebody picked the wrong person out here too. This damn show could be your ass, okay? You've been known to do that now. I love you and everything, but you've been known to do that shit, okay? Yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog, just power up, just, moving too fast, basically, is what this is. Somebody's initials could be GLY. I heard Gailey. That could be someone's name or last name or a street or a town. I don't know. Or a high school, a school. I heard Gailey Elementary or Gailey High. I don't know. Somebody out here can yodel too. Is what this is. I don't know. They're a good yodeler or a singer. You could sing. Okay, but I feel like you can yodel too, or somebody can hold a note or something like that. Divine Masculine, you could be a singer. I don't know. You could have a deep voice, or I don't know what you do. Okay, something like that. Yeah, whatever this is where you end up, like, I feel like you succeed at holding yourself back at whatever somebody wants you to do. You gotten very good at doing this. So this ain't your first rodeo, basically, is what they're saying. You know? This ain't your first bull ride and shit, you know? Or a yak ride, whatever the fuck, right? This ain't your first one. You've had a lot of tests here where, and it doesn't even have to be necessarily with this person, but just everyday shit, you know? Like people at your job, people on the street, people here, people at the, wherever the fuck, the HOA, all this shit. It's like all them motherfuckers want to piss me off and shit. But I feel like you've been doing a great job at not doing that. So whatever this person does, I feel like it's the same thing. Like you applied the same type of method, whatever that is. I hope it ain't drinking a shot of yak every time somebody piss you off. But for somebody, they do. They like, I just need a shot. That's all. I'll be good. I hope a lot of people don't piss you off. You go through a whole damn bottle. That's what that's saying. A whole bottle of yak. Like, fuck the shot glass, just give me the bottle, shit. But it's coming out North Node, which is crazy, so I don't understand. You know? I don't know. Somebody taking like Henny or some shit straight to the head, G. Okay? Or this some woman. This could be a woman who wear wigs that drink Hennessy like this. Like, go. Like, damn, bitch. Yeah, I know she acting foolish by the end of the night. This you looking at her. Like, man, what the fuck? We supposed to be coming in here like, you know, glowing and shit and looking like a really great couple goals. G is for goals. It's like, soon as, you know what I mean, like, you got me looking stupid out here. As soon as you get some yak in your system. Somebody out here is like L is for loud drunk, or a lousy drunk, or some shit like that, or when they get liquor in their system and shit. Yeah, okay? Yeah, they get real loose too. Somebody out here who gets liquor in their system, it's a woman, divine masculine, that gets liquor in their system. You could be with this woman, but she get real Ellis for loose. When she get liquor in her system like that, you could get turned on by this woman, and you could, you know what I mean, end up having sex with this woman, but in the back of your mind, you like, damn, was she like this with her other people? Like, you know, like as soon as she get a little martini or some shit, like this was going on in the back of your head. Look how you looking. I feel like it turns you on, but it has you thinking like, damn, you know? I wonder how many, you know, men done hit off of a bottle of Henny and shit, because you real loose tonight. Yeah. Some woman you looking at kind of weird, my G. Okay? And she doesn't know that you're looking at her like that, because she doesn't think of it like, well, number one, she's drunk, right? But number two, I feel like she doesn't even think that you would think like that. You know what I mean? Like, damn, how many men been in the same spot as me and shit with you, you know what I mean, acting like this off of like, you know what I mean? Some Casamigos and shit. Like, damn, you just ready to do anything. Like, damn, you a little, you know, you a little hot little, you know, something. I don't know. Okay? Be aware. But I feel like you already are for whoever and whatever the hell that is. Let me see what you doing up in here. Where is he in this real quick? Where is he in this? Okay. Jesus is the cornerstone, God is the foundation. Divine Feminine, by the time we got to Patreon, we found out what was going on with your reading, right? And you were the stone that the Masons threw out and shit, right? You were the stone that the builders rejected. And now Divine Masculine, you got Jesus is the cornerstone, God is the foundation. That's why I said it's something about two. A Divine Feminine and a Divine Masculine. I don't know if you coming to her rescue, Divine Masculine, okay? I don't know if you watching something go down with her or something like that, but it's something about you, like, yeah, I don't know if you coming to the rescue or some shit, something like that. That's Will moving on up. Some of y'all could be building a home or starting some type of foundation. It could be a family. This could be a business. B is for business, okay? Somebody out here got diarrhea real bad. B is for bowels as well. And all that shit just pouring out your ass. So somebody out here got diarrhea real bad. That's all that yak. Something up with the Hennessy. Okay, I don't know about everybody else, but that shit make me sick. I can't even drink that shit no more. I think they did something to it, allegedly. I don't know. Like cheapened the ingredient, because that shit never used to make me sick like that. So I don't drink, I don't fuck with that shit no more. Okay, I gotta drink a different brown. Give me some Remy and some shit like that. But yeah. So I don't know if that Hennessy fuck with your guts like that too, but something like that anyway. But side note from that, right? That's Jesus is the cornerstone, God is the foundation. So I feel like you on the right track, which is why I said earlier, I don't feel like your spiritual team would be stepping for you like this if you wasn't in alignment. But look who you in alignment with, G. No wonder. Boy wonder. Yeah. And you moving on up. So that healing of the finances and all that other shit you trying to do, it's going to increase. Something's increasing. Muscle mass, I heard, health, immune system. I see hair out here, hydration, all types of shit. Your skill, something's increasing out here for sure. Some of y'all really could be building a home, or some of y'all could be contractors or some shit like that, or starting a family. I don't know, something like that. You feel really good though. So no wonder people trying to get under your skin, because shit's going very well for you right now, or it's about to be. Put some on this, Alexa, skip this song. She don't get on my nerves that bad, but it's something weird about her. So we just don't want to take no chances. Put some on this, on this damn Jesus is the cornerstone and God is the foundation. Okay, I is for iguana, slow. Yeah, divine feminine, you had the same shit. Where I was like, I see you taking your time. You're not moving hastily or hastefully and shit. Because somebody, so that's what it is, everybody. So look, that's the thing. Okay, divine masculine, divine feminine. There's some people or somebody out here that want you to like move before you think. You know what I mean? Like, don't think about anything, just do. Just drink, just fuck, just this, just that. And like not think about anything. The future, tomorrow, how much money I have to spend, my kids, how I'm gonna get home. None of that shit, okay? Or follow them and you know what I mean? Don't worry about what God told you to do. Live for today. This like this type of shit. I see you slowing down, or God could be slowing you down. This is Jesus is the cornerstone. God is the foundation. So he could be slowing you down, but of course it would be so you could see something or learn something or to make sure something is done right, which is what this really feels like. You're pouring a foundation down. So God will have you slow down if the concrete ain't dry and you trying to put wood on top of that shit. We saw that. He like, wait, before you start putting up wood beams. This shit gotta dry, son. You know? He could be slowing you down. Something could be moving way too fast, or you could be moving too fast, divine masculine. Make sure you pay attention. Yeah, I got that message for you before I started the reading too. I meant to tell you, y'all need to be very, very careful at this time. Okay? And with everything that you do. Okay? Everybody that you fuck with, everywhere that you go, just be very careful. Like, you know, like you would over your children. Watch over yourself like that, okay? If you have children. If it's not children, like you will watch over your mama or your home or your car or something that you really cherish. I need you to cherish yourself like that. And not just in the next 7 days, but until further notice, okay? Until further fucking notice, okay? Like take extra good care of yourself. Because something out here is like lurking, but it's because you've been doing so good. You know what I mean? So much. It's like that one last, I was saying that to Divine Feminine or whatever reading that was. It could have been a Patreon, one of the element readers, but I was like, it'd be that one last kicking session that fuck you over. You know what I mean? Where you've been doing real good and it's like somebody invites you over to come hang out and shit and whatever the fuck happens. I don't know. But it's like, damn. You know what I mean? That one motherfucking thing. Yeah, but God's going to try to show you. God will. I won't say try to. He will show you something, slow you down. You know what I mean? Tell you to wait, you know, observe. Because this is you observe. Everybody's sitting here. The goat, right, is observing. The lion is observing. Only this fake shit is grazing and shit. You know what I mean? Looking for something, but it don't know what the fuck going on. So I don't know. Somebody out here is just a fucking clueless weirdo. Side note. But you're not. So that's why he's telling you slow down. Do you really want to follow this person, hang out with these people, impregnate this woman, marry this woman, move in, all this shit? Go here, go there. Be aware, divine masculine. I feel like you're getting a lot of warning signs, okay? Like God is trying to preserve you for greatness. You could already be in your great era. That's why then he's trying to preserve you even more. You know what I mean? It's like, well, then you really can't do what the fuck everybody else doing, you know? It's almost like you're in danger, and I don't want you to feel like you can't do nothing, but it's like the glow. Yeah. That glowy whatever the fuck you have about yourself, GLY, that glowy shit you have about you and shit, it's like attracting predators. Your fake friends, fake love, bad money. You know what I mean? Lies, thieves, and all this other shit. Yeah, it's attracting good shit too. And you good looking. They say you good looking. Some of y'all are young. You know what I mean? Like in your prime and all this other shit. Yeah, this is a crucial time, my guy. And it doesn't feel like violence. Like, I mean, I didn't even mean to say violence. That's crazy. So be aware. I wasn't even trying to say violence. That's wild. Wild yak like a motherfucker, right? But I was trying to say, it feels like an attack on you, but not, yeah, I guess not a physical one. But I don't know why they said violence, but I'm not picking up on violence. I'm picking up on some shit that'll hurt worse. That's why I said the sting. You know what I mean? Even though I see your spiritual antibacterial coming through, you know, but it feels like something that'll burn for a long time. Yeah. And I feel like they're trying to slow you down so you don't get involved in something or wrapped up in something. The power to free yourself. Yeah, you've been trying to get out of something. You have the power to free yourself, divine masculine. Oh no. Yeah. Divine intervention for the greats. You one of the greats and shit. The greatest to ever do something or just be here in this lifetime. Yeah. So you have the power to free yourself from whatever this feeling is. It's not real. Something is like an illusion, or it's either, yes, it's an illusion all the way around, but I feel like somebody's like very persistent, or they want you to like fall under this shit to believe something. So this could be somebody threatening you, you know, like if you do this, then I'll do this, and all this type of shit. You have the power to free yourself from all of this shit. You're about to be given the tools, or some like map, or some way out, or some shit like that. Some about fake feelings. This fake feelings here. Somebody's trying to fool you with this fake ass love, okay? Because you could be a man in power. I don't know what you do, or one of the greatest to do something, or you're just a really great man, okay? Yeah, your spiritual team about to get in the way of somebody out here who's showing you fake ass love, okay? They are. This is somebody that could be younger than you, either young-minded, emotionally, intellectually, I don't know, or just their age. But whoever this is younger than you, that's trying to show you this fake love, okay? Be aware of flattery, divine masculine, okay? Because I feel like that's the only way somebody could get you, honestly. Whenever the lion comes out, that's how I know, okay? That's how you get the lion, with meat. You know what I mean? So somebody feels like you're predictable and shit. You know, I want you to be aware. You don't need to eat every gazelle, every zebra, every wild yak, every goat, whatever this is. Be aware of overindulging, divine masculine, divine feminine, okay, in the next 7 days. Because somebody wants you to take something, or this could be somebody that wants you to take something from them so they could say they did something for you. You know what I mean? And now you have to give them props or some credit or some shit like that. God could be slowing you down, right, with this foundation, whatever you're building. He could be like, don't include them. Hold on, slow down. I want you to listen real quick. Don't include them on the plans. Then they're gonna feel like you owe them some shit. And this will be you like taking a step back, looking, slowing down, and be like, yeah, I think I'm gonna do this on my own. Yeah, this person's a loser or a fool or an idiot or fake or something like that, okay? I need you to be aware in the next 7 days, okay? We're about to go to Patreon. If you would like to follow us there, please click the link in the description box below this video here on YouTube to follow us on Patreon. If not, Divine Masculine, that's been your reading. Like I said, it may or may not have resonated with every single Divine Masculine. Still, thank you for visiting my channel, My Trippin' or Not Tarot. Please hit like, subscribe, share with your friends. Again, info for private readings will be below the video. You can purchase your new gear, your life like deck, your Dawl Phace deck at theghettonun.com. And I will talk to you later. Love you. Bye.